You would please.
You're up, Mr.
Welcome, Monday morning. Talking budget.
Okay, these are shorter, there's 2 pages each, so take your bundle.
Bundle. Bundle.
Did you mess the bundles up?
I got my bundle. 2 pages.
2 pages, right?
2
They
pages.
just all got scattered.
I'm just guessing.
Hey, I got 2 pages. They look different. They're not the same.
Perfect.
Just guessing.
The telephone game. Good. Question.
Getting worse.
Okay, so we put in the 7% and made the last few changes that were necessary. I only gave you the last page just until we know we're good. I don't want to print out the whole thing. We ended the budget with a total of $99,395,616. Your next page is the funding side. The few changes I made were the rec district could take a little bit more property. Well, let's start at the top. I changed the values. So your values went from, unfortunately, $8,499,000 to $8,226,000. So that decreased a little bit. This is based on estimated operating values because we do not get those until September from the state. I used last year's values, which is what we usually do. So as long as they come in the same, we're fine. If they come in lower, then that's going to drive the levy up a little bit more. If you look on your back page, because that's what you're really interested in, the property, the way we refunded everything, it changed instead of, well, let's just start with there's a savings still compared to last year. Using that assessed value or the estimated value for operating, we're going to be $113.30 per taxable $100,000 less
Than last year.
This current year. We did have it at $125 or $125 per taxable $100,000, but because the values dropped, the levy went up a little bit. So we still have the savings, though, is the focus. I changed within, if you go back to the front, I changed on the tax revenues. The rec district could take a little bit more in property taxes, so I increased that and took less contribution from county operations. I didn't take it to the max amount just simply because if something happens and the operating property goes down, then they'd be short money. The other concern on here.
That is the wellness center, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The other concern I had on here is mosquito abatement. We are taking the highest of 3 years and 3%. So that's as much as I can, that's as much as allowable. Depending on how next year goes, if they continue to take increases, granted we had a big salary increase and I think that's why it's so tight right now. But we're gonna have to watch them next year because if they ask for more than we can give them in property tax increases, we're gonna have to cut something. They just can't. So that's the only kind of, but that would have been in the other scenario as well. That doesn't have anything to do with values, that's just simply,
Something to tell them.
yeah.
Could you talk me through ambulance district real quick?
So we could have taken a little bit more in property taxes there, but that would have increased the levy. If you would like me to, we can take, let me find the sheet. They have an allowable of another $5,000. It's not going to save much.
No.
But we're taking the highest of 3 years plus 3% here. That's the $2,016,000. Levy limit allowed is $3,290,000, but that would require a levy override, which we've been through once before.
Right.
Not that long ago.
But if we don't need it, why do it?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Well,
'Cause, I mean, we have
my
to-
only other question on that is, so if I'm reading this correctly, then we are pretty much tapped out on that. There's no wiggle room in that.
No, there's no wiggle room.
But it's been like that though for,
Yeah.
that's just the
Right.
problem with that. but
I'm just, verifying, because we're having
Yeah.
that meeting tonight where we're going down and talking to fire districts and stuff, and it's about consolidating fire districts, but we're also gonna talk about the ambulance in McCammon, and people will ask me, is there any room in the levy, and I wanna make sure that I can say,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Yeah, there's not.
Okay. All right, just confirming.
I did change within the other revenues. I increased the admin a little bit because we increased salaries in our enterprise funds. Other than that, it's basically all that we talked about.
It's cool. I'm good.
I did not take into account D6's admin fee, just so the exact decision wasn't
It's an enterprise fund.
final.
Take your admin fee.
And we haven't officially made them an enterprise fund, but if we choose to do that, then that'll be a little extra money to cover maybe some public defense software.
They want to be an enterprise fund. Make them an enterprise fund.
So, anyways,
Any concerns that you have? I mean, thank you for all the efforts, everybody. Any concerns?
I don't think so.
I feel like everybody's worked really, really hard. I feel like that this is a good budget for everyone, the county, both employees and our constituents, that
Yep.
we can move forward and have a decent year and still have the county moving in a positive direction and try to take care of our employees the best that we can.
For the public hearing, do you want me to give you any numbers that, in case public shows that you want to present? Do you want to work on anything, or will you just do the traditional,
I think
read the numbers in and?
let's do some digesting on budget,
Okay.
because I think we'll probably have something to release, something put together for the commission. I think we need to talk to Emma and, have her help us, with what we're wanting to put out, and then as we go through, then I think we dig with numbers and put stuff behind it that way.
Perfect.
Because I don't really know what I want to, what there is to talk about yet.
When we use the pie charts and stuff, that is easy for everybody to digest.
Yeah.
And I think that that's still a good
Well,
tool.
and I think there would be some, I think too, there'd be whatever the highlights too of some of the other elected offices, if there's something there, if there's things that you want to specifically highlight. I mean, this is where we really need to talk about, hey, guys, this is what we're doing.
What day's the public hearing?
30th.
30th?
And we're gone next week, so.
I'm going to be gone next week, so
You can send it to us next week, but I won't be able to get it to you
that's fine.
probably until the following week, which would be the week before the hearing.
That's fine.
It should be,
Should work out.
We'll start working on something that,
yeah. Just let me know what gaps you want to fill in, and if you decide to put some numbers together, if I could just review it before you
Sure.
call it good, just in case there's something.
Yeah. No, the team effort is very good. I appreciate that. Any other questions, comments, anybody?
No, again, just
Yeah,
echo
it's good.
Ernie, good job, everybody, well done.